on out, but have no fear.
That's my
Yo,
vape
what's
shop.
good, Outlaw fam? It's your host, Louisiana Outlaw here.
And I'm GeorgiaOutlaw.
And, went to the vape shop today. You know, I want to talk about something. The vape shop that I have locally here now, they have some really nice looking bags. Don't get me wrong, Overcast, the other vape shop I go to that's out of my town that I have to drive like 25 minutes to, they have nice bags of their own, but I really like these black paper bags. Kind of reminds me of the brown paper bags I used to get whenever I'd buy a bottle of whiskey. But, so the mod I got, and I don't think Motor knows that they Smok actually came out with this yet, and that is the G-PRIV 4. Yeah, they came out with the 4th iteration of the G-PRIV. So when I saw the vape shop, well, the one vape shop had it. I didn't know if my buddy had it at his shop, but yes, they did have it. They only had a few colors, so I got black and red because I do like black and red. I can think it's kind of apparent on my tattoo here, if you can see that. So, yeah.
You and me like black and red.
Well, it's like here's a better example. Black and red. With like almost a blackish red snake skin on the back strap. Good little fucking mod right here. If you can ever find the Tinker 2, I would recommend getting that. I do like the Argus GT. I think it's the GT2, but it has its own fair amount of issues. The way it's constructed, I don't really care for it. And juice. Got some juice here, twisty liquids. Purple number
I
one. I have not had this one yet. I've
I
had
have
this one right
I have
here,
that.
white grape. I've had
Wait,
several of
you
them.
got
Huh?
purple number one? I have that in salt egg.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah.
I just
I
need to
haven't
get.
really been hitting any salt. Ooh.
I need to get some
That is
five.
nice. That is clean as shit. Got a little QR code there. I'm gonna grab my iPhone because I don't know if you guys know this, but the newer iPhones can actually read QR codes now. So I'm gonna see what that pulls up. But we can go ahead and I'm gonna scan that real quick. We're gonna look at it in the box. Well, first I guess we'll go ahead and see what's in the box. What comes in the box, which it's standard now. You usually just get a user manual and charging cable. Unless it's a kit, then you get an extra coil plus the tank.
What you mean by new though?
What do you mean? Wait, what?
Newer iPhones can scan?
Yeah, they can scan QR codes. You don't have to have an app now.
No, I'm saying
Yeah, they can actually scan these little QR codes and they can scan barcodes without needing an app now. Like
no, I'm saying
the 14s, the 13 and the 14s can actually scan like codes, like barcodes and shit.
well, I'm saying I remember the 8 Plus used to do the Q code.
The
Like the,
QR, yeah, but now they can actually scan barcodes, so you don't have to have a secondary app, which is fucking amazing.
which I don't know how they were able to scan and
They just look
like
at like if there's a QR code or like the QR code, it just takes kind of like a little thing and then it opens up your browser.
I'm
And
just saying,
yes, I see the industry has moved on from the infamous micro USB. I always hated the micro USB. It doesn't matter what it was. It could be the PlayStation 4 controller. It can be fucking mods. Like I hated micro USB. I like USB Type C because one, it can charge a lot faster, stronger.
yeah.
A lot more devices actually supported overall. So if I forget, like, say, a micro USB cable, I can actually use this or another micro USB cable. It's very universal.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what headphones are those?
My JBLs. I might need to charge them though.
I got this right here. This is your warranty card. Or no, that's the quality. Oh, it is a warranty card and the quality control pass. And then, like I said, you just have your user manual and what else is in here?
You know, I think these are the most expensive
Oh, But
Here,
I'm gonna every single mod I get from now on, in all my old boxes, I'm gonna take a thumbtack and I'm gonna stick it to the fucking wall, to show how many of these actually how many mods actually come with these. Even like the more higher end mods, like
they still come out.
yeah, it's crazy. You think people would learn, like, hey, if you're like. But
No,
no,
there's
like they still come with them, which I guess is good, especially if somebody's getting into like vaping and they're and they're just going straight for box mods rather than pods and shit. But the one I really think should still come in vape products or packages is the juice card, right? Like to prime your coils.
oh yeah, that one should. But no, I think this is the most expensive set of earbuds I ever owned. Being 70. No, actually they were 60. No, I take that back with the warranty and all that shit. Yeah, 70.
Let me see. Is
I like JBLs.
Here it is. So it's a specific. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. It is a specific app on your iPhone that says code scanner, and that's a Apple developed app.
Let me see real quick. Speaking of iPhone, see if I updated my newest update. How is it the iPhone 8 Plus is getting new updates
There it is.
too?
It picked up the code like it was nothing. So go ahead, search the web.
You know that?
Hmm?
It seems like 8 Plus still does
Okay,
upgrades
so it
too.
didn't come up with anything. So that might actually be authentication thing.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay, and then finally, oh my god, I wish. Do I have it here? No, the fuck I don't. Do you have a Priv like a G-PRIV or anything, like any of the Priv mods? Okay, so you don't have. So you guys remember, those who have them, remember how it was just like you push out and then the battery door would flip up?
I remember it.
They went away with that. They actually have a little latch mechanism now.
I like that.
I do too. Because I remember it was way back. The alien and shit, like the doors would break easily. So we're gonna go ahead and take the batteries out of this guy again. So this has that. But what I like about this one, and as you've seen with that one, is
You know,
a spring on this. If you watch, a lot easier.
yeah, it's got
I
a
wish they would
latchy.
have a stronger flip-up spring for the door on these mods that are starting to do this, rather than the weak little bastard they have now. But if you have like a good bit of nail that you can hold on to, sometimes it helps to do this. Oh, come on. There we go. Like that. Let's see, positive up, negative up. But again, I do like that. And
Hey, you
no,
mean the temp
no, it's not. Let's see.
like that?
Mm-hmm. What would have been nice is if they did what they did with, like, what Wismac did with the Tinker and started going the, life-proof route is what I would call it. So it can get, like, if you look on the Tinker here on the battery door, there's actually a, silicone ring that goes around that completely seals it, and this can actually get wet.
Yeah, but I'm saying the only
But
thing I've
this
always
it really isn't. This is more of, like, designed for, I guess it kind of does have like an everyday thing. Let me double check.
the only thing I hated about this one is you have to kind of push the latch. Put the batteries back.
That's hard plastic. That sucks. And that sucks. There we go. But what I do like is the fact that they almost went like I would say a rubberized, not really rubber, but it's more of a plastic route. I do like that because the one thing I definitely hate, I think this is, the bottom appears to be, might be metal. I can't really tell, but the one thing I hated with the metal mods is the fact they're not really, they're durable, but the paint ain't durable. If you look at something like this on the bottom, yes, this is metal, but you're never really gonna see the bottom unless I'm vaping. But having like raised edges and whatnot, like I would prefer my mods be more protected. But what I do like is that fucking red. Now it's not overly bright like it appears to be on camera, but it's really nice. And like I said, there was only really two options. Let me see how many options my grandmother said there was, because she was the one who drove up there. Because I was actually in the middle of playing Atomic Hearts. Give me a second. Let's see, where is it? Doesn't have black and red or all gray. That was the only two colors that he had. So, I didn't really want all gray because I already have a gray mod. I'd have to find it, but I actually have two gray mods, so just keep that in mind. But touchscreen, I like that. Variable wattage, that's nice. And to turn the wattage up, down. That's nice. I like that. And then there's a new thing called My Mode. What's that? Oh. This is neat. You're going to like this. So, My Mode is basically a bunch of presets, and you don't just set your wattage and your preheat, like, you know, soft, norm, hard.
Yeah.
It even says, like, there's a thing called flavor and then milligram for your nicotine. So you can literally tell, like, program, okay, this is what this flavor is, this is how many milligrams this is, and where you want your wattage to be at, right? And then you program that, and it's just like a little preset for that specific juice, but that specific coil and wattage and all that. That's nice. And then you can like say what flavor it is. So that's really cool. I like that. So that's neat. And then
Yeah,
you
that's
have
cool.
your puff, and you set a max puff. So that's something I've not seen before. So say like you're vaping throughout the day and you want to cut back on how much you actually hit your mod, you can set a puff limit. That's innovation right there. That is innovation. I like that. And then wait, hang on. Go back. Let's see. And then you can change your theme, obviously. Oh wow. There's even information for the chipset that's in here. That's neat. Go back. Look at the chip. So it's got a 0.001 0.001 per second firing speed. Go back again. Chip. It's a 32-bit processor, charging current 2 amps and max current 50 amps. I'm gonna have to look at the information here. I'm gonna go ahead, go red for the theme. That's nice. They're trying to apparently they got signed out of Netflix, so I have to see what the fuck that's going on. What's going on with that? I don't know why they would get signed out though. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer. What is this? This is the Watofo Recurve. It's what I've been using a lot lately. Let's see, go ahead and put it on here. Now, I do need to, re-wick the, recurve. Just so I can... Yeah, definitely gonna need to re-wick that, because that's some nasty shit. I normally don't let it get this bad, but lately my depression has been kicking my ass, so I just been putting it off. Not to mention, I need to get more cotton, so I've been trying to ration. That would explain why it's hitting like shit right now. That's one of the reasons why. Well, no, I can't say that's one of the reasons why I like tanks more, because, like, you still have to replace. If you're using the sub-ohm tank, you have to replace the coil head. Or if you're using an RTA, you still have to replace the cotton.
Exactly.
At least with a fucking pod, you just throw the bitch away and get a new one.
Oh,
So, hang on. Now, if I can, I might have to find it. But I want to see, and I think it's in here, but I want to compare the G-PRIV, this G-PRIV to the older, pinkish G-PRIV that I have. I'm thinking it's in here. Ooh, no, we don't. Get off. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. Let's see, maybe I can make it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and set this right here. I might have to use a knife to actually cut the ends. Okay, where did that fucking... Here it is. Found it. Good old cotton bacon. Wait, is this... Nope, my bad. This ain't cotton bacon, this is firebolt cotton. No, the reason I know it is because when I looked at the packaging too, it has little aglets on the end, like a piece of, shoelace. That's my shoelace cotton.
shoelace.
a second. Yeah, I found this knife, and then I found my Spyderco paramilitary too. I forgot how sharp the great bug out is. This sharp little bastard. Grab the tweezers again, because I'm gonna use those to actually tuck it. Hopefully, don't be too much.
Nothing. Just need to equip this van with a remote.
He's playing Grand Theft Auto if anybody's wondering what he's doing over there. And then again for the juice, we got Twist E-Liquids, purple number 1, and 6 milligrams. Now, I know 6 milligrams may seem like a lot for the resistance I'm running, which is, I think, 0.16, 0.14, somewhere around there. But it's honestly not that bad. Let me see what the flavor profile is of that. I wish I had that in a 200 milliliter bottle. Man, I'd vape that shit all fucking month long. Okay, so it's a berry medley lemonade. That's nice. Tropical fruit lemonade. Okay. I'm down with it. It's pretty hard. Let me see if I can change some shit on here. I wonder. 40. That's I like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and change the hit back to normal. Because I think the hard preheat or hard hit, whatever you want to call it, is just too much. Too much for this RDA, because this RDA is more of... I don't know the fucking information. Damn, give me a second. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so this juice. Yeah, I definitely, see the lemonade, and like, I mean, it's got like almost like a blackberry taste to it. It's really good. See where that that airflow is pointing. That might actually help out quite a bit. Oh yeah. Definitely opened up a lot. So let me go ahead and turn this wattage up a little bit. Do 55, and then you hold this side button, the button on the top, above the fire bar. You hold this, and what this will actually do is it'll. So you got 50 watts. Hold this side, and it locks it, so you can't change the wattage or anything of this, and I like that. What I don't like is where the button's actually placed. I wish it was on a different side, maybe like the front. Then no, because you might actually hit it there too. So it's like, no matter where you put it, you're gonna hit it. If they would have done like, the 30 clicks to lock the parameters and everything, that would have been a lot better. But here we are, 50 watts. It's got good vapor. The hit isn't too bad. Now if you start closing off the airflow, the hits, it's going to get a lot stronger. Here, let me put. It's going to get a lot stronger because you're obviously closing off the airflow. The juices get warmer, it's releasing a lot more nicotine. If you're gonna go 6 and you wanna run a 6 milligram, actually I was wrong, this is 0.27. But if you want to run this low of resistance with a 6 milligram like this, your best bet is to keep that airflow wide open, especially if you're running upwards of 50 watts. So 50 all the way up to like 150, you definitely want to keep that open. But I wouldn't recommend running at 150 on a single coil. Not advisable. Do it, not advisable. You would need some thick ass wire and a lot of reps. So vapor production's really nice and thick. And like I said, the flavor is good. The flavor, it's really strong. It'd probably be a lot stronger if you had maybe like 2 coils or like a flavor chasing RTA or an RDA, even though this kind of is a flavor chasing RDA. Yeah, but with all that being said, flavor phenomenal. The vapor production even on a single coil is phenomenal. Um, even at a 6 milligram, it's really not that bad of a hit. I've had 6 milligrams of nicotine that felt like they were 12s, 24s. The board was at like 36 milligrams, 50 milligrams. Like, I've had some really harsh hitting fucking e-juices with 6 milligram, and this is smooth. So, yeah. And I'm sure if you got some really nice, like, Claptons or something that would really hold on to a lot of the juice and vaporize a lot of the juice, you would get a lot better flavor out of it. These are just some measly, pre-made coils that came in on, I think, another fucking, single coil RTA, so. Now, if I had, which I'm about to have an empty bottle, for e-juice, I might actually empty out that fucking troll. I think it's a troll. And, re-wick that sumbitch right there. Alright? And put some of this juice in there and see how it vapes. Because if it's the troll I'm thinking of, man, that fucking troll, it has good flavor. So I think it really do this juice justice. So, I'm gonna give this juice an 8.5 out of 10. Again, like I said before, no juice is perfect. Like, it's never gonna be a perfect 10 unless I absolutely like that. And then again, you also have to be like, oh, well, it's not a 10 to me. Well, yeah, because my preference and your preference is different. My preference and his preference are different. My preference and Jay Hayes' preference are different when it comes to juices. No two people are gonna have the same preference. What I may like, you may not like. You may find a juice as a 6, I may find it a 10. And that's how the rating system actually works. I've seen a lot of Smok mods that have gotten like, a 5 or a 6 because they're basic, but to me, basic, honestly, it's really fucking good for people who are just starting out. They're not gonna want a lot of features or a mod that is super hard to use. And one thing I have to say, a really good feature that I've been seeing come out of Smok mods, especially the newer G-PRIVs, is that touchscreen feature. That touchscreen feature has been amazing because it allows you to navigate the mod a lot easier without having to, do 3 clicks or some sort of button combination just to get to the menu you want. And I think that right there, that's the future. If it keeps going the way it is, and mods are allowed to continue to be made, that would be amazing. So, while I'm not going to review this mod just yet, because I haven't had it for very long, that is definitely a point, is that touchscreen. Away with buttons. The less buttons we use, the less circuits needed inside of a mod. You really only need 2 buttons. One to lock it and put it into, I guess you would call this, sleeper mode or, blackout mode, whatever you want to call it. That's all you need is a fire button and this. Let the screen do everything. I know touchscreens, they can be finicky and you do have to take more precautions with them, but hey, I would rather a touchscreen over physical buttons because physical buttons can also wear out over time. And I've seen that with a lot of mods that I've owned. So, with that being said, I'm starting to like this already. It's still definitely weighty from the batteries. If this is a plastic body, I do like that. I do like the fact that they added in a little latch here to keep the battery door closed. Now, I've had issues with these type of latches before, but this one seems pretty well made because if you notice, and I'll go ahead and open it up if I can. While this top right here may be plastic, the actual latch piece is, from what it seems, metal. Seems to be like a... Here, I'm gonna have to... Yeah. Looks... Oh, maybe it is plastic, but either way... I can't make a definitive, and give you a definitive answer of whether it's gonna last. We'll just have to see. But the way they, went about designing this latch, the fact that it has that round piece to where it can push itself out of the way instead of just, like, plopping it in there, I think this is gonna last a long time. At least a couple of years. But, again, that's that's to be seen. So, with that being said, I'm your host, Louisiana Outlaw.
And I'm Georgia Outlaw.
You know what to do. We are signing out.